Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. I'll say welcome, not welcome back. It's a welcome to in this batch that is CSA admin batch number 17 with me, Atul Grover, and I welcome you all in this batch. As a tradition, as a respect, as a Hindu way, I can say my every batch gets started with the God prayer. So, to whom you worship, any God you worship, just close your eyes 10-20 seconds, take a break, and pray to God that we are going to be start a new journey today. We are going to start a new learning today. We are going to be start something new today. Give us the power, give us the strength, give us the motivation so that we can complete this journey without any hurdle. And we learn as much as we want to be learned here. Okay. And then we start the session. Also, with this, I say you must thanks to your partner, spouse, family, kids, parents, husband, wife, that they are giving you the opportunity to be learn more now. You are sacrificing your time, they are sacrificing your time with you as well. So please thanks to them as well and say that you and we need their support for the next 30 days to complete this journey. Okay, so let's take a 10-second pause and then we'll start it. Let's come back. Okay, let's start today's topic. What do you mean by the word value? Anybody? What do you mean by the word value? Anybody can answer. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Let me start from Nanda. Nanda, what do you mean by the word value?
Hi, good morning, Atul. Good morning, all.
Morning.
Yeah. In which context you are asking about the
I'm
meaning
just
of
saying
word?
value. I'm just saying value. Tell me.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Some disturbance was there.
I'm just asking the meaning of value.
Value means something from the uh, thing or something from the. I'm
Mhm.
not getting the articulate properly for the
Okay,
value.
no problem. Venkata, what do you think? What is value? More you ask, more you reply, more benefit you will get. That is thumb rule of my trainings, which I learned for the
Value
last
means
7
like
experience.
importance.
Go ahead, Nikesh.
Like importance.
What type of importance?
First to commit mean anything you like. They asking you any things, and you comment this one. You can deadline anything. So that kind of importance.
Okay. Okay. Macrina, what do you think? What is value? I'll come to you, Renika. What do you think,
Hello.
Macrina? What is value?
A value is something which is of worth. Like what is the worth of something?
Worth or something. Okay. Yes, Renuka, go ahead. What do you think? What is value?
Morning, Atul and everyone.
Yep.
Value is like we get some monetary benefit from that, or something
Okay.
like a estimation, we can say.
Okay. So you say monetary benefit. Okay. Now I give
Yes.
example. When you were kid, definitely for our parents, we are still kid. Okay. Your mom make a food for you and you value that food. But there is no monetary benefit your mom is getting against that. So is it not a value?
There is a value of love, affection.
But you specifically put the word monetary.
I said like a commercial aspect.
No, that's fine. Go ahead, Uni.
Uh,
When
Value is something, I think, Venkat here. Value is something which is significantly it's worth of. It
which is
varies from
something?
to be worth of.
Okay. Okay. Yes,
It
go
could
ahead, Uni.
be time of it's a worth of time. It could be worth of giving buying a time worth of affection. All this kind of stuff in general.
Giving time and these things. Fine, that's fine. Okay. Yes, Guni, go ahead, please.
So, value is a very relative term that really, you express that with respect to what you're talking about. It could be something general. It
Okay.
is more about the importance, the worth, or usefulness of something related to, could be economical, financial, it could
Okay.
be on whatever relative term that you are referring to.
Okay. Let me put one more question for you, Une, because you are the most senior person in this batch, even more than me, I can say. Okay. Now I'm sure that the experience you hold it, you are having a good life with a family, kids as well. If you have to be explain this word value to your 4 or 5 year old kid, definitely they will or not understand the word economical or financial. How you will explain this to them?
Um, when you're so a 4-year-old would never understand,
But you need to
aspects
tell.
of
But you
aspects
need to
of
tell.
finance and all those things. So what they really do at that age is that, they could probably try to escape and tell a lie, and then that's something which we could educate them at that point of
Right.
time. Is that never lie? Always say the truth.
True.
Um, that's kind of a value add. You know,
Okay.
I believe that's some kind of a value add at
So
that
it
particular age.
so it
Depends
means
what
you
they
will
do.
give them little examples in the form of the story so that they can
Yeah,
understand.
right,
Right.
right.
Right. Now the word value definitely a very vast term. Like Venkat put some thoughts, Renuka put word called monetary benefit. Makina says few things. Uni says something. Nikesh says some benefits kind of stuff. So specifically, if I come back here, value is something the precede benefits, usefulness, and importance of something. If you are married, your partners have a value in your life, or vice versa, right? Importance of something. If they are not at home, or he or she is not at home for day one, we as a other partner feel little sad. Oh my God, he's not there. He's traveling. I'm missing him. All the things will be there. It means they hold some importance in our life. I still remember, and I'm sure that you also have these examples in your mind. When you growing up, your parents might be gifted you on your 10th birthday or the 15th birthday, might be a phone, might be a cycle, might be a toy, might be a gadget, might be for the girls, might be a kind of a makeup kit, which is still you having with you because that hold a specific place. That definitely you're not getting any monetary benefit of that. Still you are not using that phone, that gadget, that diary, that makeup kit, that cycle, you're not using it, but still that hold it. This is what is the value. So value can be monetary. Value cannot be a monetary benefit as well. Why we're discussing the term value here? Because in today's world, the industry, the client, the customer are looking for a value. Hey, if I hire you, what value you will bring to my organization? if I give this work to you, what value will bring for me out of this? Because they assume that there is some kind of a benefit they're looking for. They assume that if I hire Renuka or if I hire Venkat, if I hire Uni, they come with a rich background. They can bring a lot of good business for me. They can improve my departments. They can improve my way of working. This is what is called the value. Okay. For next 2 or 3 days, the topics will be like that only. We are not going to be discuss service now because I want to just give a little base for everybody and then we'll move forward. Okay. So value, after the value, so it says that it is say the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, usefulness, considers someone or something to be important or beneficial. I'm again sure we have this experience. Even I have this experience. After my 12th, after my graduation, I moved to the different city for my post graduation. If you have this experience as well. So I was staying in a paying guest, little bit on the hostel side as well. Whenever I came back home over the weekends or over the holidays, I always say, Mom, make this thing for me, make this thing for me. Or my mother asks also, hey, you're coming, what you would like to be eat on this weekend? Shall I make it something special for you, which is favorite, which you're not getting in the PG? Definitely if you're getting the PG, but still, mother food taste is uncomparable. There's no word for that one. So this is what is important or beneficial. If I go home, I'll get these things. Now I'm based out in UK. When I travel back to my home, I feel wow, I'm enjoying everything at table. What do you want to eat? This thing, this thing. Do you want to eat this? Do you want to eat this? Do you want to eat this? So this is what the important or beneficial. Having a high opinion of yes, if I go home, I will get these things. I'll tell to my mother and my father, hey, I want to be eat this thing. Can you get it from me market? Okay, so everybody is looking for the value. This is what is important. You are here in this batch because of one thing, the value. Right? You want to be learn, you want to be grow. We want to be learn, we want to be grow. Might be career change, might be coming off from the layoff side, might be just growing my existing role or kind of things. We are here for the value. But value is not the only one word. Value come when we do something. And that term doing something is called a service. Now the question comes, what is the meaning of the service here? What do you think? What does the service mean? Anybody can start. Let me start from Praveen. Praveen, what do you think? What does service mean? And every answer is the right answer here. Don't worry. Go ahead, Praveen.
Service is kind of anything used in IT sector or any other sectors.
Okay.
That is called service. Like,
Savita, what do you think? What is service? Neha, what is service?
Like in my opinion, service is something which you are providing to someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be paid or not.
Yeah, it's depend completely.
It depends completely on which factor.
Like if something like if you will consider like charity or something, in that purpose people are giving free of cost, and if you are considering in other aspects, so in that like anything you can consider, so mostly it's a paid one.
Okay.
So it's completely depend.
Got it. Yes. Uni, you want to speak something? Go ahead.
The way I would define a service is kind of an action, activity, or process performed to provide a value or delivering value
Okay.
to an organization or to, it could be anything.
Okay. Now let's say example. You or anybody go to movie or lunch or dinner somewhere out. Okay. What we do, we go there. Let's say we are going with a family. We go there. We order the food, get the food. Kids enjoy the food. They get their favorite dishes or something. You pay the bill and you come back. In this, what is service and what is value? Anybody can start. In this example, what is service and what is value? Because you pick up, you put the right word only, that's fine. That value should be there. So in this complete activity, what is value and what is service?
If you pay, let's say, $10 for a dish, are you getting that value for $10 in the sense,
what is the value here? Can you define that $10?
That's what I'm coming there. So it's the taste of the food, it's the presentation of the food, it's the quality of the food, it's the quantity of the food. There are many factors that one perceives as value.
I'll stop you here.
Okay.
What you say, it's good, but how you will evaluate that value?
So again, as I said, it's a little relative. For some people the quantity matters. For some people the quality matters.
Okay.
For some people it's quantity, quality, color, smell.
Okay.
Different. It could be different for different people. So for the value could be, that's what I said, it could be a kind of a relative term. So what one perceives value out of a dish is value for him or her.
Okay. Anybody else want to be add something?
That is we are be quite with the happy to service to the customer.
Okay. Good, Macrina, you are saying something?
In a layman language, I would say that if you're satisfied with the food, so how much you're satisfied with the food, the value depends on that. So if you're ready to pay uh, for the food, that totally depends on your satisfaction.
ठीक है जी. Yes, Renuka, go ahead.
This can be evaluated like how people are treating us. So how people providing their services, like their gestures, their behavior towards us.
Okay. Yes,
So
Nanda.
even if we are paying, they are helping us.
Okay. नहीं हेल्प नहीं है, देखो पे कर रहे हो तो हेल्प नहीं हो पाता. That's a different thing. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll discuss this part. Yes, Nanda, go ahead. Okay. So now, if you ask me, let's say we follow this example. I was with my son in the restaurant, and he loved spring rolls mainly, and paneer tikka.
I phone teacher boyfriend बंदा क्या करता है?
अरे. Okay, that's fine. Kids around and these things happen. Okay, so I order for my son is paneer tikka and Manchurian, and after having that, if he says, "Wow, maza aa gaya," I enjoyed. This is what the value for me. Okay, so Uni, your example is right, but I was looking for these kind of answers as well. Definitely quantity, quality is one big parameters. But when you feel the value, when your son, your wife says, wow, that was a nice dinner or nice lunch, we enjoyed a lot. So this is what the value, but the service is still pending. Again, same example. Are you worried about the restaurant? That is he earning or not good? No, you're only worried. I should go there. I should get a good and fresh food and it should be worth it for the spending money. So what does service mean here? Service, and these are the standard definitions which I pick up from the ITIL framework. So nothing is written by me. These words are very standards. Okay. So service is a means of enabling value co-creation. अरे ये क्या बात हुई? Till now we are on the value, but now what is this value co-creation? What do you think? What is the meaning of the value co-creation? What is the value co-creation? Value is fine. Value co-creation. I am doing this training almost from the last 4-5 years now. 5 years not. I can say 6. During the COVID, I started this one. And every batch, it's not only teaching. Every batch is always about sharing and value co-creation. Because these different 11 minds have a different 11 questions. And every question is giving a value to me. So if one side my knowledge is helping you, other side your knowledge helping me as well. This is what is the value co-creation. In earlier days in industry, we as a service provider just provide the value. But now the industry has been changed. Now the client and the service provider work together so that they both can create the value for each other. That is what the value co-creation. So service is enabling value co-creation by facilitating outcome that customer want. Why you are here? What type of outcome you're looking for? Atul, I want to be learn service now. I want to be go for the certification. I want to change my role. I want to change my company. This is what the outcome you're looking for. I want to just grow. I want to just deep dive in the service now. This is what is the facilitating outcome that customer want, you want to be achieved because you are my customer as of now. Without customer having to manage specific cost and the risk. How many of you think? How many of you think worried? How many of you think or you assume that yesterday night Atul had a good sleep and a good food? Be practical. None of us worried for each other. Neither I worried for Venkat or Savita or Renuka or Macrina or Nikesh or Uni. Neither you worried about me. Hey, did Atul sleep well? Did Atul had a good food? Did Atul had a good day? No. This is what is this. The same example, when you go to the restaurant, you're not worried about that how this restaurant is earning the money. You're worried. You're not worried about it. Is this particular dish cost this much to the restaurant? You just worried about the value and the outcome you want to be achieved. So this is what the service says. We are giving services to the customers. This is what I'm doing. I'm giving a service to you. Sharing my knowledge is a service because we want to be enable the value co-creation. But none of us is worried about each other. The only thing what we are worried about, that class must start on time and end on time. That's all. Neither I have no concern, no issues, no assumptions that Uni gets sleep properly or Neha gets sleep properly, Neha has a good day, bad day, nothing. Neither you worried about the same part. We just worried that okay, tomorrow class will be at this time, we have to be logged in. So this is what the service. So we are here as a service. I'm giving you this service for you. It might be paid, it might be unpaid, but for everybody, value is same. The outcome is same, and value co-creation is also same. As I say that because now we have a WhatsApp group. If you have any issue, you should put in the WhatsApp group because we have 12 different minds there who can answer on that question. Clear till this point, everybody? Might be little sleepy, little boring, but few days will be like this only. Any doubt, any question? You can use this react option here, and or you can say yes or no by unmuting yourself and let me know. Good. Silence is golden for me, not for you guys. So be careful. Now this is what the value says. A normal example which you already have value already discussed. Something usefulness, importance, which we can draw something. And I'm sure this picture is self-explanatory. This is what we have in data. I'm doing my doctorate in the parallel. So I love to read articles or research paper. Okay. So in that, if I have to be writing any paper, I have to be read a lot of documents. To download a lot of documents. This is what is data. Download anything you, if you are looking one word and you're getting something, download it. Who is on? Renu, can you go on the mute, please? Okay. Okay. Then you sort out the data. Concept A, concept B, concept C, concept D, concept E. Then you arrange it. Might be year wise, might be priority wise, might be ranking wise. And then you present it. Definitely some filtration will be there on the top of that. And then you create a value. Like this, create a value. Like this, create a value. If you think that if I attend only day one training and I'll learn everything service now, no. Wrong assumption. This is just a start. Every day we are learning and we are growing together. Small dip will be addition in our knowledge. This is what the value mean here. We are at point of time this thing. 100 of question in the mind. But as the day will gone, things are getting clear. And on the day 30, we are on this position. Yes, Atul, now I know a bit more about ServiceNow admin. I know the concepts. I know the stuff. Now, two important terms. What is ITIL and what is ITSM? Anybody has any idea? What is ITIL and what is ITSM?
Information technology, information library.
सर वो तो हो गया. But definition तो ये short form से full form तो हो गया. What is the meaning, purpose?
It's a set of best practices.
Only best, not good.
It's usually termed as best practices. You can say it as good practice also.
Okay. What else? Anybody? What else? Okay. And what is ITSM? Okay.
Atul, ITSM is like IT service management, so where any organization can provide the services or the manage the services.
Kisco. But cannot we use ITSM in our training?
Yeah, we can use.
But we are not IT. But you said that to provide services or something like that. But no problem. Go ahead, Venkat.
ITIL is something which focusing on implementing and managing the quality of IT services and align with the business objectives.
Okay. Okay. Good. Too much heavy words. That's fine.
End of the day, service management like intent is to service the business objectives, right? In line with the.
No, that's correct. But if you ask me personally, too much heavy words. Okay, that's fine, not an issue. The reason is because I tell you, being a business process consultant, being a business analyst, we have two things. Generally, this is my personal funda, not related to anybody else. Either you convince the customer, either you confuse the customer. Sometimes my customers are not enough mature that they can understand too much technical terms, too much big words in a one go. So we as a consultant always make sure that we use those words which is easy to understand. I know there's no offense to Venkata. The words you're using is very much famous in the industries. That's fine. But sometimes we have to be go a little bit more on the granular level so that the customer or the client can understand the things. Okay, so ITIL says services we done. Okay, ITIL says which only says that infrastructure technology information library. Library means it is a set of books, but now that was ITIL V3 and now it ITIL 4. It's not ITIL V4, it's ITIL 4. Okay, which is again set of best practices. Tell us that how you can do this work with a better manner. Like when we were growing, either being a boy or girl, doesn't matter, our parents teach us how to make a cup of tea, how to make a coffee. I'm sure that many of us are love cooking as well. I love. I do. I love. So our parents teach us that how to cook a good food. And something they say, when you're cooking, don't put your gas or the stove or your burner on the high side. Keep it on the medium or little bit low. The food which cooked in the low steam, low gas or the low flame have a better taste. The chances of getting burned is less. This is what the best practice. But did we follow that or do we follow that? I came from office. I want to have a cup of tea. Take out the milk quickly, put in the fry pan, on the fry pan, on the gas with the highest flame, 2-3 minutes, done. Then I say, no, it was not a good taste because we did not follow the best practices. This is what the ITIL says. It provides the best practices which you can use to provide services to your customers so that they can achieve the value they want to be achieved. So ultimately, these best practices are those words, are the helping for those words. Start early, drive slowly, and reach safely. Why these quotes are there? Always drive on your left side or the right side as per the country, the rules are there. Okay. Always follow speed. Wear the seat belt. Don't cross the road if it is not a right signal, red signal. These are the best practices. If you break these, you might have to be suffer. You might have to be pay for the same. So this is what is the ITL says. What ITSM says? ITSM says I have a capabilities which I can use to provide services to value to my customer. Set of specialized organization capabilities. If someone says, Atul, can you train me on SAP? Sorry, I can't train because I don't have that capability. Can you train me on ITSM? Yes. Can you train me on HRSD? Yes. Can you train me on CSM? Yes. But can you train me on virtual agent? No, because that is not my capability. So I will not able to give you that value. So these words are interrelated. So ITIL says ITIL has led ITSM industry with the guidance, training and cert programs for the more than 30 years. All the things will be there. The things which is important to be understand here. They include, they means ITIL 4, and I saw one post on the LinkedIn a few days back. Possibly ITIL 5 is also coming now. Not sure. Nothing, but I saw someone post and he's mentioning that is ITIL 5 is coming. Might be. ITIL 4 was released in 2019. It's more than 5 years. And when it has been released, they added lean, agile and DevOps as well, which was not the part of ITIL V3. And we're not going to be discuss anything on the V3 now. V3 is in history. Even the past history now. Okay. What are the key concepts here, which is important? One, value. Second, value co-creation. Third, the service. These three words are common. But what includes? A shared understanding of the key concept, terminologies, ITIL progression, individual is critical to the effective of this guidance, real world service management. To that end, this chapter explains some most important concepts. Value, service provider, product and services, outcome, cost and risk. For us, three things: value, services and the outcome. That is what's important for us. We'll not go much more in the deep dive because this is not the agenda for this particular part. What I will suggest you, please go and read about ITIL 4 on the Wikipedia. A good length explanation is there. You can read it and you will get a better understanding. But why we are discussing ITIL, that I will tell you in the upcoming days. Okay, because we have some topic in service now which relate to this part. ITIL has two major things. One is 4-dimension model and one is SVS. See, value system. Now to give the value, we have a system on the place. So what it says, and they just reframe this 4-dimension. When I started this journey in 2009, and I did my first ITIL certification in 2011, then I come to know that this industry work on the 4 P's: people, product, process, and the partners. On these 4 things. People are the one who are the doer, you and me. People process. There is a way to do the work. If just 1 hour before I say, guys, I am starting a training, nobody will join it. I have a process. A week back, I put the flyer. You reach out to me, I reach out to you, inquired, done. This is the process. And now for the next 30 days, we have a process. So everything need a process here. Making a food, making a cup of tea, everything need a process. Day-to-day routine also have a process. So people, process, product by which we can provide that services. For us, this laptop is a product. The Skype is a product. We are using it to provide the services. And the partners. Partners are those who are specialized. Who are specialized can help us. Let's say I am not good in scripting, but I have one of my friend and he says, Atul, I will provide the scripting knowledge or training to your batch. So he's a partner for me. This has been reworded, renamed, and it become 4-dimension model. Organization and the people. They added the word people, important. Earlier, we just think about the company. My company should do this, that, X, Y, Z. But what about the people? Who are the actual doer, actual user of that company? Let's involve that as well in this point. Information and technology. Processes cannot work alone. They need IT support. I want to set a process. If any customer call me, they should get a automatic reply. This is a process. To enable that process, we need a technology. I give you the example. In early days, very early days, I'm talking about our parents and their grandparents. That time there was no alarm clock. How people get up in the morning. I'm sure everybody know that how people get up in the early morning. Then the concept came. We need something, we need some device, we need some stuff which can help us to get up early in the morning, because we cannot rely on our pets every time. Then more improvement came. We have the alarm clocks. And now we have mobile phones. This is what is IT come in the picture. Then partner and the suppliers. Partner who is specialized. Why supplier? To whom we are getting the products. My wife do the baking business when we were in India. Okay. So we have 1 or 2 suppliers from where we got the required baking stuff, cream or this decoration pieces and everything. There is supplier. And we have a partner as well. If we stuck and need little deep dive knowledge, we call to that partner. Hey, what type of flavor this should put so that it have a good taste. They're specialized in that. So this is what the partner also included. Partner was there, but supplier has been included now in ITIL 4. And last, value stream and the process. A new concept. In the company, when you implement any project, you implement the project for not a complete company and a one go. You're implementing that project for the company, different small departments. And those departments are called here as a value stream. Like a value stream is mainly a word which is very used in the agile methodology. Value stream 1, value stream 2, value stream 3, like different departments for whom we are providing to whom we are providing services are my value streams, so that they can drive some value. Okay, and again, process is a set of interrelated interacting activities that transform input into the output. This is what we are doing. This agenda is the input, and every day we will discuss small agenda to convert that in a good or big output. That is a process. But these things not work alone. They need a support. That how to drive the value from these 4 pillars, or not from, how to drive the value with the support of these 4 pillars. And for that we have a SVC and SVS. A chain. What the SVS says, if in this class only one person will ask the question every time, every minute, Atul, I have a question. 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 Then others may get irritated. He or she is so dumb that he's not understanding the basics as well. So what it says, that how all the components and activities of an organization work together to facilitate the outcome, facilitate value creation. As I say, I want this session to be interactive. And this is one of the reasons that this time in my batch, I'm not putting more people. In the last batch, I was 28 students were there. It was a good experience, good learning. But sometimes the session get diverted because multiple questions are coming with the multiple directions. Okay. So how the all components, if you want to achieve a value, if I want to achieve a value, then we have to work together. Neha stuck, Uni is helping. Praveen stuck, Uni is helping. Uni is stuck, Makina is helping. Makina stuck, Uday is helping. Uday stuck, Renu is helping. Renu stuck, Venkata is helping. This is what is the way that we are doing, able to achieve this particular value. Because ultimately the whole, the game is of the value only. If you will not learn anything from the batch, it means you did not get any value at all. And that is shameful for me. Correct? So we have to make sure that we work together. Now you can see. To work together, we have a chain. We have a chain. So what this says, SVS. If we need to work together, then we have to follow some rules. So SVS says, boss, number 1, we have a demand. This is what opportunity, and we want to go to this. Everybody want to go this. But to achieve or to go from here to here, we have a guiding principles. What this mean? If you want to achieve this value, you must attend this training every day. Number 1. That is a guiding principle. Number 2, you have to be complete the homework. Number 3, if you have a doubt, ask. No unnecessary good morning, good evening, good afternoon messages, festival messages in the group. Those are the guiding principles. I have principles on the place. Police has we have a traffic rules. But how to make sure that has been followed? We need a governance on the place. We have a traffic police. We have a cameras. पहले होता था कि you jump the signal, nobody is watching it. Now every signal has a camera. Automatically you will get the challan at your home within a minute. So if there are principle, but That principal need a governance. Like we have, if you take a leave 2 days in this batch, you will be kicked out. If you're putting unnecessary messages in the group, you will kicked out. That is a governance. Governance is very important. If there's no governance in the industry will not able to grow. That is what important. And then in the picture came SVC. Here we will discuss. And we have principles, we have governance, then we have a practice. Actually, ITIL 4 remove the word process and bring the word practice. Now in almost every company, there is a practices going on. Java practice, process practice, ServiceNow practice, Salesforce practice, SAP practice, .NET practice, testing practice. What does this mean? This means that in this group, there are dedicated people who only work in this domain and they know everything about that domain. We are the best in this world to provide the consulting services. That is I have a consulting practice in the background. We can do the business consulting, we can do the process consulting, we can do a technical consulting as well. Is what the practice. But can I improve without taking the feedback? Not possible. I still remember my batch 1 from where I started and how I reach on the batch 17. Every batch give me improvement. You will not believe if you go on the YouTube and you open my batch 2 playlist. That batch has more than 60 videos. More than 60 videos. That batch, more than 60 plus hours I teach. So deep, so deep, so deep. Even I was fed up after might be on 3 months that guys, when this batch is going to be over. And that batch was for the 6 days, Monday to Saturday. 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day. But I learned, I improved. I understand that nobody has this much time to be going to the classes. People are losing interest after some time because advanced topics are too much advanced, tough to be understood without having the basics. So this is what improvement is required. Demand, improve, value. Demand, practice, value. Demand, SVC, value. Demand, governance, value. Demand, principles, value. And SVC is nothing but it's like you can say my SDLC. Funda is still same. Demand to value. वही करना है. वैल्यू आ गई फिर डिमांड हो गई. डिमांड है तो फिर वैल्यू है. वैल्यू आ गई डिमांड है. डिमांड है तो फिर वैल्यू है. We have a demand. Then plan as a whole. See. And improve as a whole. Engage. Then plan. Improve. Design. Plan. Improve. Build. Plan. Improve. Deliver. Plan. Improve. Your final product. Plan. Improve. Value. Plan. Improve. It means if I'm giving you the daily homework, you have to plan. You have to be improve. That what I did wrong in the student's homework, let me improve that for the next one. So SVC say is an operating model which outline the key activities required to respond to a demand and get the value. by giving product and services to the customer or the management. Clear everybody till this point? Doubt, question, clarification? I say yes or no.
I'm good.
No, not from my side.
Good. So we'll not proceed further now. We'll take a break here. Okay. And tomorrow we'll pick up this and go to the little bit more on the cloud computing part. Let me stop the recording and we'll take attendance now.